Hello there, Scorpio. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Scorpio for March of 2019. 3 months already. Flying by, isn't it? For those of you that are new, I pull 4 cards for the month. We'll use the bottom card on the deck for overall view of the month. We pull Angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together. Now, I am an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. During the reading, I guess that makes everybody named Frankie, who's a Scorpio, for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month. And I don't think the cards will go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month as an overall theme. Now, I have a short message for us, and it's that we are to sit in the quiet and take some time for introspection and release any emotional baggage we have from the past, and from then on follow our intuition and our hunches, and we'll be right on the money. And that quiet time and the introspection, I think, is what's going to give that to us. We have really good words. They're resilience, communication, inspiration, humor, and vision. I'm going to say hold on to your vision, Scorpio. Uh, really hold on to it. First card here is the Five of Pentacles that was on the bottom of the deck. This is a sad card. Look, usually these guys are standing in the snow, but in this particular one, he's all bloodied up and got a band-aid on his head, and there's no snow, but they're not looking really happy. He's got his little crutch with him, and it can mean like financial loss because it is a pentacle card. But I always think about this card. It can mean financial loss. It can mean spiritual depletion. Like we've just ran out of steam, end of the story, lost our inspiration, lost our resilience. Maybe we've been like overtaxed or working hard on something. Uh, it'll be different for each and every one of us going through a trying time where money or finances are not as good as they can be, but I don't really feel it, because whenever I see this Five of Pentacles, this is supposedly a church behind these two people. And here they are out in the storm or the snow, and the kid fell and busted his head open, and all these horrifying things, and they have no money, no nothing, and right behind them is a light. Right behind them is a light. Fives are in the middle, between 1 and 10, change, things altering, coming forward, freedom, that kind of stuff. The premise of this card is this light behind in this window here is a church. So to me, all they had to do was turn around, walk through this door or window, however the case may be. I don't think, excuse me, I don't think, I swallowed wrong. I don't think they want to walk through the window. But when I'm looking at this, there's always a different way. That's what the Five of Pentacles tells me. And along with that, getting that quiet time, introspection, releasing any emotional baggage we have this month, and following our hunches, there is always a different way. So let's say it comes after the Four of Pentacles, which is the miser card. The guy's sitting on his little pentacles with one clutched to his chest and one under his feet and all that kind of stuff. Maybe we were saving for something, or maybe a bank loan, a grant for school or something didn't go through the way we thought it was going to. But the premise of the card is turn around. There's always a better way. So, for example, this is just an example. I'm going for a loan for a new house. But the bank, tells me, yes, you've got the loan. And at the last minute, they say, sorry, we miscalculated something. I would have went to 3 or 4 banks, found out what their interest rates were, got my pre-approval, all those things. So if something fell through at the last minute, I would have an alternative plan in order to go forward. Because remember our original message, follow the hunches, Scorpio, follow the intuition. If any of us, out of all the signs, is pretty resilient, we Scorpios are, and we are the detectives of the deck. We can research and find anything that we need and get to the bottom of any situation. So I do not feel like the Five of Pentacles is holding us back in any manner. Any manner. Go take the quiet time. Take the time for introspection. Release the emotional trauma or drama, whatever it is that's holding us back. We're resilient. Tell ourselves, communicate with ourselves. What do we feel is holding us back? What do we feel, is keeping us in this stagnated place? What is my vision of the future? Like our word, what is my vision of the future? And communicate that clearly to myself. Communicate that clearly to myself. Bring back my inspiration. What is holding me back? And I cannot know that which is holding me back, that which is holding me down, that which is weighing on me and making me not as resilient as I normally am, unless I find it and release it, right? Find it, release it, and from there, go forward with my hunches and have a backup plan. This card is not devastating like we think it is. I go apply for a job and let's say that's another situation here. I go apply for a job and I have my heart set on it. It's the only job in the world, because we can be pretty single point of focused. When I want it, I want it, and I want it yesterday. And we do get impatient when we don't get what we want yesterday, So maybe I apply for 3 or 4 jobs, and if I didn't get that job, I got this other job, right? Because they wanted me too, and I get promoted faster. It's things like that that I think of when I go with the Five of Pentacles type energy. And the Five of Pentacles can actually inspire me to look backwards at my past and release whatever's holding me back. And I'm going to say to do it with our sense of humor and tact, because all the Scorpios I know, they're all pretty funny people, and I enjoy their company. Got a lot of Scorpios around me, a brother and a sister that are, because our next card here is the card of nostalgia. And when I got that message, I was thinking, release the emotional trauma from the past and take that introspective time. And this is this card here. That is this card. It's a card of the past. Looking back into the past with fond memories and about the happy times, in order to know that if I was happy in the past, at one point, I can bring that happiness into my future and into all of the future to come. If we think about it like that, just for 1 second, how do I know, unless I am taking that introspection, am sitting there communicating with myself? And like I tell you guys, not all of us Scorpios have had wonderful past and wonderful childhood. Not all of us were inspired by our past or our childhood. Some of the things that were communicated to us in our childhood broke down our resilience, broke down our vision that we were trying to hold for ourselves as a child with all that optimism and choice and change and challenge that we were growing into. But if we were happy in the past for one moment, we can bring the feeling of the happiness into our future. I tell you the story about me sitting in the potato salad, sat on a pie. I don't know why, as a child, I sat in so many things. I think I was just rambunctious and didn't think before I sat. I have not a clue. I sat in the potato salad going to the family reunion. My father screamed at me for an hour and a half drive, which when you're a little kid, an hour and a half is an entire lifetime. Well, there was whatever. I'm old. It was wax paper on top of it and probably a giant gum band to hold it down, or tin foil, who knows, but I've managed to almost get my rear end in the whole thing. But when we get to the family reunion, my father sees his brothers and sisters and everybody's happy and he forgets about me, and I see my cousins and we go play and we do games and we have food, and on the way back everybody's singing in the car. And what flashes in my head, and none of you probably remember that because I'm pushing 70 here really rapidly, that song, One-Eyed, One-Horned, Flying Purple People Eater, it just flashed in my head. And all of us are singing and laughing and joking. So out of that hour and a half of time that seemed like a lifetime to a child of getting yelled at, and we're Italian. My father was really strict. You don't mess with the food. Absolutely, because we're going to overfeed you. I thought you'd just scrape part of my bum off of the top of the potato salad. Everybody eats it anyhow. Who knows? Anyhow, the deal with this is the moments after, where I really felt happy and I got to see everybody in my family and we played and we had fun, and I can extract that feeling out of a lifetime of being in trouble, right? So I can pull that feeling into my future, and I know the opportunity is there for me to be so happy off of those few couple moments. Some of us, most of us, maybe not, hopefully, but some of us had abusive childhoods that were pretty wicked, and we don't find that very often where there's that one little fragment. But if we search, it's there. Even if it was, let's say, parents paddled your rear end every time you turned around and called you rotten names, there's got to be one little spot in the past where somebody, even just a second, and I'm bringing home a A+ paper, turned around and said, well, that's pretty good, and then ignored us again, but we felt really good about that 1 second. And not the words that said, well, next time, can't you get an A+ and do better than that? That's what we forget. So I always think our parents had us, till we were in our 20s or 18 and whatever we were. They had us that long. We're in our, however old we are now, what did we do with the years we had ourselves? So if we get in that introspective state, even if it was bad, we can find the 1 second and bring it forward, and we take that feeling as our inspiration to moving forward on our vision, the vision that we are communicating to ourselves. So we Scorpios bounce back no matter what you do to us. We're not laying down. End of the story, because our next card here is the Lover's card. What an excellent card for us to get. This can be actual physical romance, a new partner, or the partner in my life, because these are general readings, a new partner coming into my life, a new friend. These are general, and this card does not have to mean just a romantic partner, which usually like the Two of Cups would mean, but it's a major arcana. So this is telling me, and we have 2 sixes here. The 6 of Cups is the card of the past, and the 6 here on this card also. So changes, choices. This can represent 2 choices that I have to make. But I know the choice I make will be the right one. That's how the card reads. I know the choice I make will be the right one. I need that little introspective time to release a couple things, but the choice I make will be the right one. The other thing it means is 2 or more are gathering together for maybe a major project at work, or maybe maybe I want to be an entrepreneur and the Lover's card comes in and I'm searching for a partner that we half and half finance this business, or maybe 2 or 3 partners. Along with this 5 of Pentacles, and there's always alternatives. I would have maybe interviewed 3 or 4 people that wanted in on the ground floor of this cooperative effort or new business or whatever we want to call it. And the one I really, really wanted, because I only planned on one person, right? I choose, and when I call them up to tell them I want to go in partnership with you, out of all the candidates, they say sorry. They weren't really into the same, inspired at the strength that I was, right? Let me think they were, and they drop out. But the other people were good people too, and I'm bringing them onto my team, or I'm bringing them into partnership with me. And it can mean, like I said, it may be the emotional things that are holding me back from my past, are telling me spiritual, if this meant spiritual bankruptcy, don't go forward because a new partner wouldn't be trustworthy because the old one wasn't. Do you see where they're going with this? So if it was meaning love to me, I've got to get rid of the baggage that I carry, in order to follow my hunches and make the wise decisions. Some of us, this will be career, maybe a team getting together at work to work on a big project, together. And it'll be the right team that come together in harmony and cooperation, to bring forward a result. And it will work out well, and it would bring, if it was that kind of effort, along with the next 2 cards I'm seeing here, they would get along well because we have humor in here. They would be able to communicate very openly, clearly, right? Maybe the last time, if the 5 of Pentacles and Nostalgia card, maybe the last time my corporation brought together a team, it just didn't work out right for me, But this one will, and it'll bring financial stability, and security right along with us. So I think for some of us it might be career, entrepreneur stuff. Others of us it may be relationship things that were being held down because we were so spiritually depleted, not necessarily just financially depleted, because pentacles are usually earth energy, but that it took everything out. I have nothing more to give emotionally, and I got stuck there. Now I'm not. Now I'm knowing that I got choices, and the choice I make is going to be right, and it'll be right for me and for all concerned, because I can communicate, I'm inspired, I have my own sense of humor. Like I said, my family, I have, brothers and sisters that's Scorpio, and they are so funny. I pee my pants when I go spend time with them. But it's like that type of deal. So don't get in that fear state. Think about what trauma or drama, that's kind of how they're saying it to me, is holding me back or holding me in this poverty mentality. And I believe it will come from it's probably my past. Either an old partnership, if it's love, or an old, when a bunch of people came together, because our next, and the project didn't get completed. No communication, no working at the same level, people bumming out, because there's that word resilience in there. Because our next card here is the Queen of Rods, Wands. Male, Wands, I don't know why they changed the name, but male or female. This is fire energy, so it's not me, more than likely. It would be someone outside of me. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries type energy, fire energy. I mean, who better to, if this, it could be the new partner coming into my life. And I was holding, back in that past trauma drama and didn't take that introspection. But this queen, male or female, like I said, their general readings, is like a prominent person in a position of authority. And what else do I want to say? In a position of authority, and she likes to shine in all of her endeavors, because they always say Leos have big hair and this and that. She likes to stand out, stand apart, and she actually deserves it, because it's a very mature energy. She's, well, she's a lioness in her personality and in her being also, right? She's generous, honorable, loving, intelligent, friendly. I'm trying to think of her qualities, because any advice I get from her, if it's someone outside of me, any advice I get from her, I could absolutely trust. This fire energy is really trustworthy. She, she's loyal, confidant. Anything I said to her, she would never like gossip about me or do anything like that. If I wanted to talk to the person, I could absolutely trust them. Any advice she gave, would provide me with, how am I hearing this? Valuable information. It would be really good advice, because she's a wise manager of money. If she doesn't resent a person in my life, it would be telling me that now's the time to move forward on any type of this Lover's card, business type situation that I was planning. If she represents us, it would be that we needed to call up that kind of quality. That, like, if this is prospective team or a partner I'm taking up on or whatever, we'd have to call up these qualities, these fire energies within ourselves, right? In order to move forward, in order to get the results we need and to succeed. So some of us, whoops, I'm trying to grab my last card here and it's stuck. Anyhow, some of us, we might be being required to take on that energy of the Queen of Rods, very loyal, trustworthy, keep all of your things confidential, no matter what I know about you, or maybe getting or seeking wise financial advice, or using my introspective time, to really sort through things or research them, to know what it is I want. If it's not a new person coming into my life, know what's the appropriate choice, because with the Lover's card, whatever choice I make is going to be the right one, if that's making any sense to you. Whatever choice I make with that Lover's card will be the right one, but I won't know exactly what I'm supposed to make if I don't do it like that. Because our next card here is the Eight of Pentacles. I think Libra just got this card right before you, and this is when it's the card of a craftsman. It's kind of like the Three of Pentacles in that way, where that person is like at the top and other people are consulting them. It's about new It's about us training ourselves for a new skill, but we're doing it really, really diligently, like paying attention to everything that's in it, because we're in the process of trying to, like, get to a clear goal that we're looking forward to. And it may be being pushed by this card of the Five of Pentacles, where we have some kind of loss, or something like that. So we may feel that push to get ourselves back into that state where we're resilient and we have good communication skills, where we're inspired again by whatever it's learning. It could be like we're integrating our old skills into a new form, or we can be adding skills to the old form. How do I want to? We've tried different ways or means of making our living, and now we're finalizing how we want to use our personal resources in order to, like, secure our material well-being and efficiency. Sufficiency is the word they're telling me to say. And that will fulfill our needs and allow us to kind of like expand and move forward and succeed. Like our word inspiration and vision here. Because we are so sure about what we are doing when we have this card. Remember, the Three of Pentacles, person they're consulting is the best of the best, right? And I made the mistake of saying artisan instead of artisan, because I hear what they say, I just don't say it right. And like, they are the best of the best. They know what they're doing. Artesian is a well, not a person, I guess. It's water, anyhow. Well, we're Scorpio. I could use that word here, because we're so sure about what we're doing, and we bounce back on our feet, like our resilience. This kind of like guarantees our success will be rewarded by extra money and commission and business and profits, basically, because they want me to expand on this for us. And profits. I think, for some of us, we're going to take good advice from the fire energy. For others of us, that may be a new partner. And this, combining of partnership funds can bring things together that opens up doors for other better things. But this is a card where what I'm doing to ensure that I am successful in whatever it is that I'm moving forward to, Scorpio. So get rid of the emotional crap that's holding us back in any way, shape, or form. With this Five of Pentacles in here, keep your sense of humor. We do have a good one. We are resilient. We bounce back all the time. We have excellent communication skills. Anything we need, right, that gets withheld or changed in some manner or falls through, we can have a backup plan. And I think we're going to pull this month off like really good. I'm serious. I think we're just going to kind of hopefully fly right through it with a little bit of extra, can't make the cards up. Fly right through it. What did I just say? With hopefully a little bit of extra momentum and push. And the Spirit's telling us our card is ground yourself. I'm saying fly through it, Scorpio, and they're saying ground yourself, Scorpio. The Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles are grounding energy. The Queen of Rods is grounding energy. Think a lightning rod. Queen of Rods, when she sets her, she likes to shine. When she sets her eye or her vision on whatever she wants, she's going for it. And that emotional stuff's not holding her back any way, shape, or form, whether it's a new partnership or a new job or whatever it is she wants. So I'm excited for us. I really am. If I can find my card here, I found go for it, but I can't find my ground one. It says this card is a signal that your energy and attention need to be grounded. And I think you're really going to need that with that Five of Pentacles riding through it here. If you've been feeling spacey or confused or forgetful, this card speaks to the reason. Ungroundedness means that your attention is directed up too high. I gotta stop right there. I've never pulled that card before. I haven't been able because it's a little bit lighter outside now. It's too dark in here to even read them. If you can see that card, it's a beautiful card. But I have never pulled it out of here before. Ungroundedness means that your attention is directed too high, as if you're not in your body. A balance is needed between a focus on spirit and a focus on the earth. You can ground yourself by walking barefoot on the grass or soil, by eating foods from the ground like potatoes and carrots, by rubbing your bare feet, by touching a tree or a plant, or by visualizing roots coming from the bottom of your feet into the earth. Grounding will help you better concentrate and focus, and will also increase your connections to the angels. That's interesting. It says spend time gardening, work in flower essences, adjust your diet and other lifestyle habits so they support your mental and physical awareness. Make sure the words you speak or write, our word communication here, are practical, grounded, and understandable. Be down to earth and authentic in your relationships. Send love and light to the Mother Earth. That went like right with our reading. Resilient, we Scorpios are. And I'm long-winded. I want to tell you all, thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them all. And if anybody wants to know about me or know more about me, the information is down below the screen in the About section at the website. If you need an appointment with me, all of the information to do that's at the website. Prayer class, suture class, there's 2 short videos out there that I made for you that explain them. The prayer class, and there at the website, prayer class is 2.5 hours long. It's how to format them and why they're done the way they are for different kinds of work. The sutras are thought forms you put into a meditation, takes 5 minutes a day, and it enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. And to everybody, since I'm really long-winded today, I've met through doing 3 whole years of YouTube videos, and everybody I've met through 30 years of doing this work. I want to tell you all, it's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to be able to serve you all, and hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.